got it twisted, we don't care about feelings. This shit about business.
All I see is commas, 20, 50, 100, racing to the money.
This is us, Doc.
And Holly.
And we back again with another video. Today we got the daily beef between NBA Youngboy and Fredo Bang. Link to this video in the description box.
Down below.
Gang shit out that lane. Let's get into it.
This story takes place in September 2017, shortly after the passing of G Money, and the rumor is NBA Youngboy was behind it. This former friendship went completely sour. Youngboy and his crew started relentlessly dissing G Money, causing this beef to escalate to new levels. A war was brewing in Baton Rouge that was gonna have devastating consequences. TBG's upcoming artist, Lil Yoshi, aka the Grim Reaper of Baton Rouge, is working on furthering his own music career. While the two main artists, Boulevard Quick and Fredo Bang, are in prison, just receiving the news of G Money's passing. A prison where OG33 was, aka the man whose family raised Youngboy since they were little. They grew up in the same house. Youngboy and 33 were like...
They was in jail together. I guess he did say that they was, he never said who he was in jail with, though, Fredo.
Okay.
He was like, woo, we was in jail together. Then when I get out, motherfuckers dissing and shit.
Okay.
AKA the man who's...
So it could have been 33 he was locked up with.
Just receiving the news of G Money's passing. A prison where OG33 was, aka the man whose family raised Youngboy since they were little. They grew up in the same house. Youngboy and 33 were like brothers to each other. In the corner of Boulevard Quick, once the news about G Money hit, he did this to 33.
G had just died, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucked up. 33 in the door with me. That morning, I walked up to his bed, woke him up, punched him in his shit.
Damn.
He shitted on himself, checked out. Told the people he cannot be around me or Fredo Bang.
They was in prison. They couldn't do anything to Youngboy, so they took it out on the next best option. But OG33 gets released soon after, and Youngboy starts sending messages to his enemies in his music, saying niggas want smoke but he's not scared, and dropping direct disses to his ops in songs like War With Us. But Youngboy quickly falls back on the dissing, which likely has something to do with police being hot on his trail for G Money's murder, and also partially because he had no one to go back and forth with, since TBG's biggest artist was locked up. Youngboy was laying low, chasing a more mainstream sound, and it seemed like he forgot about his ops. He rarely acknowledged them.
Right, it damn that was like, it was like YB ain't had no smoke, like, you feel me? Damn now after he dropped No Smoke, it was like he was just took off, like, you know, like on the mainstream way.
Right.
And then it was like out of nowhere he just got the dissing again.
For the next few months. But all
But I
this
guess it
quickly
wasn't out of
changed
nowhere.
after the next body dropped in this feud.
So when somebody else had got killed, that's what made him get back to it.
Probably.
A few months later, Boulevard Quick got out that same prison OG33 just got out of, where Fredo Bang was still locked up at. It seemed like he was laying low.
Right,
He didn't
you
release
just
any
said
music
that.
off rip, he was handling his own shit. And shortly after his release, Youngboy's manager got hit up by his childhood home. He was chilling by his car, and had his girl beside him, when a car drove by letting off shots, hitting him and his girl.
Rest in peace to my nigga, Big Dump, I miss you, I just wish I was there. And I miss your smile, I wanna cry.
I didn't know that was his manager. I thought that was just a song.
Me either.
Gangsta from the start, you pissed me off, I knock your mans off. We hit the news, we celebrated like the lottery. You know we push it in the ring for playing games, bitch. Yeah, pull on side the whip and spec for who he came with. Caught him with that bitch and tried to leave him with that stank hoe. That bitch. Pull on side the whip and put him down, go pick your nigga up. Young guy with an F in, his gun was still in his pouch. That boy deserved to die, he went out bad, you couldn't know his gun. You ever had to send a hit behind a jail phone? I told her you should hit him in the face, cause that's the best way.
Left him slumped under the car, he had his pistol. I had the gears that I was slinging at that nigga.
Damn.
You try to run, but you can't dodge them, they gon' hit you. Tricks out, bring your face out, and we gon'
That boy Yoshi,
Crazy.
he was going hard.
He try to run, but you
He was
can't
standing
dodge
on
them,
that,
they
you
gon'
feel
hit you. Tricks out, bring your face out, and we gon' fucking get you. Get you. Sit around and I just laugh on how I did that nigga.
Call that niggas and I say retaliation. The mother they cross that lane and they show me that they want it with us. Until they die with it, it ain't about no money with us. This shit don't stop, it's on my door, I'ma lay down low. Until the police give me life, I'ma knock you bitches out. And what niggas, they know that it's up, nigga. Screaming fuck cheap money, you want pieces like that, fuck nigga.
Retaliation was on
Shit,
Youngboy's
his name
mind.
right there.
This was the first and only time he name dropped G Money
Right,
since
that's
his
what I
death,
just-
saying he was gonna do the same thing to the niggas that took dump as he did to G Money. And internet detectives pinned his body on Boulevard Quick and Lil Yoshi. The dude I said was the Grim Reaper of Baton Rouge earlier in this video. People believe Lil Yoshi played a part in it for a few reasons, but mainly because he damn near admits to it in every song, describing what went down in the first person. If there wasn't a beat behind it, his songs would just be confessions. And people think Boulevard Quick played a part in it too, cause it's some damning Youngboy lyrics we gonna get into later. But let's refocus. It's shortly after the death of NBA Dump, and Fredo Bang is finally coming home from prison. He was locked up this whole story until this point. He went in that prison cool with Youngboy, but came home to a war zone. While he was locked up, G Money's beef with Youngboy started, eventually leading to casualties on both sides. He came home having to pick up the pieces. When he finally came home, Lil Yoshi took the backseat from rapping, while Fredo Bang and Boulevard Quick put TVG on their back, teaming up in an attempt to take over the rap game, breaking up millions of views, and using their songs to send messages to Youngboy. The tables flipped, and made Youngboy and his crew were clowning G Money, but now it's TVG's turn to laugh. And remember before when I told you that Youngboy was falling back on the dissing? Well, Dump's death changed all of this. And in the months that followed, you will see this war reigniting the music.
You bitches don't want war with us. I'm screaming, who want war with us? Shit, we want the whole game, not just one or two. He like, who want war with us? And I'm like, what it do? The move. I go to war with any nigga. I heard them say that they won't smoke with us. Say they won't beef and you know that I'm with it. Say you want some smoke, pussy bitch, why you lying? Only thing that you got going is your nigga steady dying. You be sending ditches, nigga, I be sending shots. Fuck around beef, from a body bag of bitch. I know they hating that I'm up, so they can't wait till I'm dead. Well, bitch, come get the job done, you know we living like that. I'm nigga that you with, I swear I can't help you. When I catch you on me, hit your ass with that mill.
Right, I'm like, wait, is that why
that's his beat?
He got the wrong video up there? But I think that he just remixed
Right.
this shit.
He just.
He sound like him too though.
When I catch you on me, hit your ass with that mill. Them niggas bust it down, do nothing but talk. So if we catch you, we gon' stretch you, we gon' close your fucking mouth. I can put my whole bank that's on my name, I'ma kill him. Tell that pussy nigga pick his casket, cause young boy far. Won't make a diss, I won't say shit. Now we in the wrong town, niggas saying that I'ma get it. Some niggas told my sister they gon' put one in my feet. You nigga money must be counterfeit. You dropped the bag while I'm still breathing. I got breath in my back, bitch. Fuck that pussy.
He said I got breath in my body.
Nigga, pull up. You niggas
Hey, I like how he like.
gangsta bone this fucking bad. Nigga don't wanna see TBG with nothing, cause we are gonna be a real fucking threat to society.
They invited niggas to kill them and taunting them because they didn't do it yet. This beef got worse than anybody could have imagined. It started off as a disagreement between two friends and went way out of hand. These are only a few of the disses. I literally don't have time to show you all of them. They were constantly dissing in songs and going on each other's dead homies. This beef even escalated to the point where Youngboy's mom got involved, getting in a beef with Boulevard Quick herself.
Fuck Fredo Rain and fuck Boulevard Slow.
Tell the bitch keep my name out of mouth. And keep my partner name out of mouth. Fuck nobody say you was a man. You man, bitch. Talking about fuck Fredo Bang, fuck book.
Man, that's bogus as hell. It's damn near like the fans be back and forth and
Yeah.
and then they
You
get
do gotta
to
watch.
into,
You do.
like,
You know.
hey,
They. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to pull my shit up. They be getting too like and too deep with the shit.
and
Like
then
why
they
y'all
get
in
to
the
going
live writing that
on
shit?
his mama shit, like talking about Fredo Bang and Boulevard Quick.
Right.
And then that just lead him, like, you know what I'm saying? Of course he got to say something back, because it's like, why your mama talking about me, dog?
Right.
Because his mama got that spotlight, like, you know? It's like, damn. But both of them shouldn't have been saying nothing. It's like, you know.
It's like, I hate when they do it. When the fans be doing that shit. Cause y'all be trying to do that shit to me. And I be going in on y'all ass. Y'all can't trick me. I'm gonna go dead in on your ass.
Right, you can't let nobody trick you at your spot, man.
Man, bitch. Talking about fuck Fredo Bang, fuck Boulevard Slow. Fuck you. Fuck my mama.
Oh.
Joke, huh? Pussy bitch.
And it's like, he can't play, like, it's like, bitch, don't play with my mama.
Yeah.
I am pure pussy.
3 weeks later, Boulevard Quick was found dead by his apartment around midnight.
Damn. You can't be playing with a nigga mama.
I did not know what the hell he was talking about.
I didn't either. I remember
We done
that.
watched like 3 or 4 YB videos, and I still didn't know what the hell was going on.
On him shooting. Quick was found dead by his apartment around midnight. Niggas ran up on him shooting, then took off running into the woods.
Baton Rouge police say the
I
local
think that
rapper was
woods
shot
out there.
and killed at his home after midnight. So I heard about 6 shots go off. I wasn't able to see the guy, but I saw him take off running.
Just last year, a rapper who went by the name G Money was also shot to death. Wells is now the second rapper from his record label who has been killed.
He said, twin casket, you niggas, that's Siamese. That was hard. Like a Siamese twin.
But nigga, look what done happened. Twin casket, you niggas assign me. That nigga died cause that fat bitch had a motor mouth. Spoke on my mom, I ain't wanna talk, I end up killing the nigga. Shoot him in this shit just like the last gorilla nigga, yeah. He was with his bros, talking bold, but he not now.
That song.
I'm the reason they dead. I'm the one who slumped your man. Kill him from that distance, he can't speak now.
Another body dropped in this feud. Boulevard Quick passed 3 weeks after dissing Youngboy's mom, and G Money died 2 weeks after dropping Industry. NBA was up again. They got retaliation for dump, and they took this opportunity to viciously clown their ops. But all of these bodies dropping was just bringing more and more unwanted attention. 3 days after Boulevard Quick's death, Baton Rouge police announced they were investigating this rap beef as a motive for his murder. They were already putting pieces of this puzzle together. The violence kept getting worse, and even started crossing state lines. This was no longer a war in Baton Rouge. They were tracking down the ops around the country in assassination attempts. This is what happens when you have a multi-millionaire and someone with damn near that amount of money constantly trying to get at each other. We're gonna talk about that and the violence that ensued in my next video. But that's it for this video. I'm Most Sizing, I'm out.
Most Slime be coming through the heat, boy.
Yeah, I like how he narrate his shit. It's real, like it's intense. It's like he got that
with the music too, yeah.
That voice, you know.
Right, it's his voice too. It's like he got a good ass narrator voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, shout out Most Slime, man. Go subscribe to my boy channel. Hey, yeah, man, that shit crazy, man. That shit is wild, dog.
Yeah, that shit wild. That's all I can say. All them boys don't play. All them boys don't play. But hopefully now we're just gonna keep it in the music. Y'all know I always say this at the end of every beef.
Yeah, cause Fredo been going crazy. Like Fredo been dropping some bangers.
And it's like I feel like y'all can like both artists. I know it's like pick a side. But I mean that's like beef. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta like stop being so deeply invested in that shit. And let's keep it in the music.
Free top, man. You hear me? Link in the description box.
Down below.
Gang shit and that lame shit. This how they S dot. We out.
Bitches got it twisted, we don't care about feelings, this shit about business.
All I see is commas, 20, 50, 100, racing to the money.